Hi guys, I thought I would invite you into my kitchen. I'm sorry for the scruffy look. I just finished a workout with my friend Dee and I'm now cooking us lunch. So I thought I was going to show you how to make a quick 30-minute curry with my favorite foods of the season, which is orange foods. So Dee, if you just want to shoot down to where I'm going to use here. I've been prepping up all these foods. It's really quick to do. So what we're going to have today is first start with some aromatics. So this is garlic, ginger, and some jalapeno. I also like to use a little curry paste. So I use the Thai Kitchen. You can use any curry paste you like. Of course, we're going to finish off with some lime juice. We're going to have some onion. These are cumin, coriander, and curry powder. A lot of spices here, but I love it. And then we're going to have some red lentils in there for good protein. We have some more protein in chickpeas. And then we're going to have some more orange food, carrots and sweet potatoes. And then some peas, which I've used frozen peas. I just thaw them. This time of year I don't have fresh peas, so frozen is fine. And then finish off with, I have vegetable broth. And then finish off with some organic coconut milk, okay? So I'm going to take you over to my kitchen over here. So I don't love using oil in my cooking, as I've probably said. I love oil in general, but I don't think it's really necessarily that great for your body. So what I'm doing is I'm actually using vegetable broth. So I buy this brand, which is a vegan vegetable broth brand, an organic brand. I also have to be careful. As a vegan, sometimes they sneak in animal products. So just, get used to reading labels if you're going to live a plant-based lifestyle, or at least being an ethical vegan as I am. I'm a little picky about what the ingredients are. So you can come closer, Dee. Sorry for my messy kitchen, but I use it a lot, so I'm not going to pretend to be Martha Stewart. So I have a big pot here. So I'm going to start with my aromatics. I'm just going to get them sort of a little bit so that they smell. So you can see it's not going to sizzle as much as if you put oil in. But again, you're not going to experience so much of a sizzle on your health either if you use vegetable broth, right? So we're going to just get that started, 30 seconds or so. Then I'm going to add my onions. So this is going to take a little while. But anyway, what can I tell you? I love curries because they are very flavorful. Low in fat, but you can throw in pretty much anything you have in your pantry, like beans, you can have lentils, you can have all kinds of leftover vegetables. I mean, you don't need to use what I'm using today. Actually, for greens, which I forgot, but I am going to add some spinach to the end. And you can add, broccoli, you can add cauliflower. It's just an amazing vessel. I throw everything in this pot and you're good to go. So I use a whole onion. I like to use Vidalia onions just because they are sweeter. So if you find those are really good and they just make such a great stew. Use Vidalia onions for anything. I sometimes use red onions depending on what dishes I have. And then I just, I'm not afraid of salt. I don't care. I'm a health coach and everyone says salt is bad for you, but unless you have a heart condition, I'm just gonna have fun with my friend's salt. Now, I had a culinary instructor who said to me that, she was a fan of salt too. And not so much pepper. And she's like, I think of salt and pepper like Sally and Pepe. Sally comes to the party all the time, but Pepe only comes once in a while. And that's what I like too. So I don't use too much pepper, but I love salt. So I'm not gonna over salt it. And to be honest, don't use table salt. I would use, I use kosher salt a lot just because I'm a chef and that's what we use in the kitchen. But also sea salt, big flaky salt, Himalayan salt, basically salts that have bigger flakes. They have less sodium and they're easier to control with just your hand. Like I never measure out with a spoon, like, 1 teaspoon salt. I basically just go with the flow. So I'm gonna get back to you in a little bit once this has cooked up, and then we're gonna go on to step 2.